Hi guys, welcome back to Budget with me. We are now in the month of May. Oh, I'm about to skipping right away. And I want to show you what I've been doing. Okay, so we've seen that bit. May your actions and behavior are an indication of the person you want to be. It's really weird because it's so true. It's so true. And I've been talking about recently I've been talking about identity and who I really think I am because, I've been doing a lot of interviews and stuff, and it's like, oh my God, Instagram mom or etc. etc. And it's like, hello, I run a whole business. Excuse me. I am capable. So that's what I wrote today is how am I feeling about May? And I wrote I'm capable. There's some bits I'm going to write there, but that's for me. And then there's a few things. Focus on my shops, get the subscriptions up to 1,000. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, let me say that again. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do. You're supporting me in a way that really doesn't actually affect anybody else. It doesn't affect you, but it means a lot to me. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I've set May as the goal for it. So, and what that is, it's going to make YouTube a source of income as well for me, which is, I'm just going to be honest, that's all we all out here trying to do this, My dream is to do as much work where I can do it from my bedroom and be really there for my kids. And I feel like it's a great way for me to help people. Spotify, Netflix has gone up now, guys. So I'm looking at all the bits and pieces. There's another few things that I need to put in, but that's business related fees and stuff that I have to pay. Anyway, I'm not going to talk anymore about that. My boss moves are ways of me really trying to create streams of income for me. As you know, I'm freelance, so sometimes I might get bookings and talks and stuff like that, and that would do me great. Or the products might go really well one month, and that would do me great. But what boss moves is how can I really optimize that? How can I make more? And then it's like business products. I haven't set my goal. What I kind of have in my head, but I don't know whether to push it or not to push it, and it makes me want to push myself as a person and do things, because ultimately my goal is to get my house down the country, and I want to be able to get it. Like right now, they ain't offer me a mortgage with my income, and I want to get my income to be, I think it's like 2 years you have to earn, an income. They have to see that you're earning, money from your business, and you have to show up, and it's actually harder to get any sort of mortgage. Plus I already have the apartment. I'm a low income earner. Even though I pay myself from my business, it's not mad money. So I need to get into the position where I have money there, and I'm hoping that I can save, I could save a good bit that I don't really have to be worrying about looking over my shoulder for the bank. That's something that's really personal. I'll go into that a little bit more one day. I'm thinking every quarter. So in June, I'll tell you how much I have in my savings, and I'll actually, as we go through this, I might talk about the breakdown of how I pay myself from my business, and it might make sense for you guys who are watching this, and maybe you do have your own business or you do have your own source of income. It might make sense to you. So let's go on to this page. Let me just make sure you can see this as clearly as I am trying to show it. Okay, so this page is, let me just put that in here. Okay, let's go. So this page is my budget page for this week. I'm loyal to my budget, and this is my, this is what I'm really about, being loyal to my budget all day, every day. So I did a rough draft in red, and I was just trying to figure out, to be honest, I'm testing out this red pen. I'm testing a lot of pens out because I am going to keep this one because I love it, except don't get your child to break it. But I'm still using it. Come on now. I am going to keep this pen, but I want to bring more affordable pens and stuff into. I want people to just come on and get an affordable budget kits. The planner is 28, and it is on, a lot of people are telling me, can you reduce it? Can you get it lower? I can't, guys. And the money this planner will save you, it pays itself, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's that, lads. Okay, so this week, €500 was what I was able to pay myself for my business. So what I do, guys, I kind of save up a fund. I didn't start paying myself for ages. So I didn't start paying myself any money for ages. All I've done is try to build the business up and then, split it through different ways. So I make sure I have like 25 to 30% of anything I earn goes towards my taxes. Then 10% goes towards, I like to give to charity. So that's my own business. Okay. And I was doing that through Atapol, and I just decided, like, look, as I grow, then my charity donations will be able to grow as well. That's just something that's personal for me. I believe in the universe, and it's good to give as well. When you're kind of doing well, I could only give if I make money, So then I gave 10% to that. Then I literally try to pay myself, and that's not even a figure. I try to pay myself a certain amount every week, and then I like to make sure I keep my account to a certain amount of money so I'm able to do that. So that's a bit of a weird one. Then I'm starting to look at, I literally was writing this out, I'm starting to look at investing in like marketing and stuff like that to create ads for my shop. And that's something that I'm trying to figure out as well, because I really feel like you have to put in to get out. And I was like, oh no, that's not in my budget. But my business has its own kind of a budget. And then I have, money then that I make off any product and stuff to reinvest to be able to get better. And this month, I'm going to be honest with you, I was able to pay myself $5.50 a week. That's what I was looking at. But I'm not. I've actually asked somebody to help me with the website, and then I can freelance out to them and pay them a little bit. That 50 can go towards that. So that's where I'm not going down. So I could have paid myself an extra $5.50, but I've decided that it'd be more beneficial for me to get a bit of help sometimes when I can. So that's what I'm doing. I'm also looking into grants and stuff like that I might be able to get. My whole thing is just to get better and better at being a business and do things that I could create like different streams of income. If this is something that you're interested in, let me know and I'll make a video around that, what my streams of income are right now and where I'd like them to go. Right now, obviously, I'm not making thousands and thousands, because although I think that I would still pay myself, my max payment that I'm trying to get to is to be able to pay myself like $7.50 a week. That would be like, oh my god, that would be crazy, because I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna pay myself like €50 per week, and be able to have that build and roll over would be just a great thing for me. The holiday fund would just be a really positive thing. But anyway, it's like 7 minutes in and I haven't started, and I only want this video to be like 20 minutes max, but I just thought it'd be nice for you to, when you're watching these videos, that you get a little bit of what's behind this. But obviously I'm just talking offhand. I don't have my breakdown here for you. So this is what I'm able to pay. This is what I'm able to pay myself, and that's including like child maintenance and stuff like that, the children allowance. And yeah, that's it. My mortgage is usually $265. I'm able to pay a little bit extra straight to the mortgage account at the end of every month. So then I only have to pay $165 out of what I'm get paid here. So I'm kind of delighted with that. There's little bits and pieces, there's little ways that I'm starting to see like the way I budget and the way I maneuver things work out for me. But anyway, I'm gonna start marking everything in my cash envelope. And give me 1 second. So food was grand. I only paid, food was €50 still, and I'm trying to build up my food because the bulk buying, I think it'd be, just a great way of working it. I only because there's only 3 of us here, I don't go crazy on bulk buying. I only bulk buy things that I know I'm genuinely going to use, because sometimes it gets to the end and I can't. But I did see an account, she bought a load of butter, and I'm thinking I might do that. If it's gonna go up 50 cents, we cook with a lot of butter here, and it's nice to have real butter in your fridge, isn't it? So food, I know that's gonna be my cash envelopes, and I color code them, guys. So this is gonna be my cash envelopes. Electricity, I know that's my cash envelopes as well. Petrol, cash envelopes, which is not building tax, cash envelopes. And that's it so far in this category. So what I do is I pay myself 500, and then I literally put the most important for me right now in this stage of my life. The way I have the stickers, if the Jones are really important, if you're really focusing on investing and you already kind of know that you have enough for the walls, then you could start the Jones up there and start all your investing and whatever you need to do. Pay yourself first, your extra debt payments, you can start that up there. Okay, so kids clothes, that's going down to the next one. So what I do is that's 310 that I used up there, so I have 590 to go on to the next family. So we have kids clothes, we have house miss, birthdays, which is gifts, Christmas, no, back to school, car maintenance. So that's all I have in my cash envelopes here, and you can see I use what I need. I used 92 of the 190 that I have left over, and then it meant that I had 98 left over. So children's fun was so nice. The kids were like, oh mom, can we have McDonald's? And I was just like, yeah, of course you can, because we had their envelope the other day. Now I don't say yeah all the time, just because I don't want them to be too mad about McDonald's. I want them to really enjoy it. So that's the budget part of it, and you can see like that's the orange is the cash envelope. So what I'll do is I'll add them up. So it's 50, 20, 5, 20. So that's 95, 10, 10, 20, 10, 20, 165, and then 20, 40, 60, 70. So it's 235 will be going into the cash envelopes this week. Can you see it? Yes. Okay. Okay guys, so the next one is my sinking funds. Okay, and we see like Revolut's been giving out loans for quite a while, guys, and I think that we really need to be careful. Don't be triggered, don't be tempted to, to get into loans and all that again. It just doesn't work out too great for everybody. Yeah, that's all I can really say. Oh my god, I'm just after realizing a mistake, because I was thinking my cash envelopes have gone up a bit. That is not, put that there. I was gonna pay cash in it, but I'm not going to. So that's only $2.15. That's a sinking fund. Okay, so the next one is, I think that's only it. No. Health insurance, mortgage, childcare, Audible, Patreon, Netflix, back to school, broadband. Yep, that's it. That's all I have for my sinking fund. So guys, I've decided to make my bills account blue. Just because I have blue and I'm not running out of it. So that's the childcare. Childcare is really handy for me. We split evenly between me and the dad. And yeah. Okay, so life insurance, which is fair enough. Life insurance, that goes out through that account. Phone, broadband. Oh, TV license, I need to watch that. Guys, I don't know what's wrong with me today. And Netflix. So that's $54.50 for the TV license. I'm sorry about that. My head isn't all here today. Sometimes I feel like when I share my budgeting, it's like I can't do it, because this is my real budget. I lose concentration sometimes. So let me add all that up. So that is 25, 15, 5, 8, 250. I'm telling you now, guys, I hate my hands. And she shows herself writing. I hate my hands, but one of the things when I was doing that, I was able to get a little budget for hair and makeup, and I invested in getting my nails down. But what happens, don't you? You end up getting hooked on wanting to get your nails done all the time. So now I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I'm literally gonna have to stretch this budget to make it work for me. Oh, swear to god, never ends. But that's $65.50, and that's what I'm going to be stuffing my cash envelopes with. Now let me come back and I'll do a whole cash envelope stuffing on its own. So I don't know why. let's go over here. So this hasn't been too bad. I haven't been doing any mad shopping or anything, except that I know. So let me see how much I have. Today is the 6th. So 1, 3, 5. Yeah, I should have 3 no. Yeah, I have 3 no spend days already. I say I should have the 5 by the end of this week. And this is, you saw me ending this off, lads, and this is what I'm starting on every month. I'm gonna change all this in the new planner that be launching for 2023. A lot of this planner is gonna be not just a budget planner, it's gonna be a whole different thing altogether. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Okay, so yeah, that's really it. I don't really have anything fancy. Another thing, guys, if this is a 4-week month for you and you're paying yourself, like if you're paying yourself, you can pay yourself weekly and then live off that. But if you do get paid monthly, you could still split it up that you're paying yourself weekly, and you can use you don't have to just use it once a month. Or what my friend does is she gets paid monthly, and it's almost like, say she gets paid 5 grand. She uses what she needs for that week, and then she does the carryover over there. So say she used like she got paid 5 grand and she used 1,500. Now she knows she has 3,500 going over for the next week for all her expenses, and she kind of does it like that, and then what's left over carries over to the next month. Now I do a zero-based budget where I count for everything, but you can really, this planner is so flexible. It is so flexible. So what we're gonna do is, let me just turn that around. We are gonna do our cash envelopes right now, so bear with me. Oh, this is me and my friend Jenny. Okay, so this is, I'm gonna just take some of these envelopes out because these are the ones I kind of carry with me all the time. So I'm just gonna take those out and then I'll start the cash. This cash wallet is a Budget Mindset Club wallet, and we're actually sold out of them at the moment. You can get it at thebudgetmindsetclub.com, but I'll be getting them in black and then this grey color again. The grey color went down a storm. They're sold out, so that shows, but the black will be coming in as well, so that is really exciting for you. So guys, I know people ask me a lot, like, Santos, what do you do if you don't get change, you don't have change? Well, this is a prime example. This week I'll just show you how I do it. Okay, so the first envelope we're stuffing is my food, which is €50. Okay, so food, as you know guys, I've been buying my bulk buying envelope and the food. So my kind of food is split into 2. All I have is 25 left in there, and I'm going to be putting 50. So what I'll do is I'll keep 55 of that, and I'll put 60, another 20 in my bulk envelope, which I know I have 20, 40, 60 in it now. I jumped the gun there. And now I have 55 in this. Let me just higher that a little bit. Okay, so now I have 55 in this. So guys, the next envelope is electricity, and I have to put 20 in there. So let's see what we have in electricity. So it's 20, 40, 60, 80. Now it's 20 that I meant to put in electricity. So what I'll do is I'll put the 80 here and I'll keep 100, and then that's that bit done. And that's my electricity done. The next one is petrol. Petrol, they just want 20 again in there. There's nothing in the petrol, and that's so sad. I actually found my old petrol again. This is what it is. Oh, what way am I stuffing that? One second. So guys, that's my petrol there. The next one is tax. So tax is, oh, that's the other petrol. No. Okay, so the next one is tax. So tax is €5. Oh Lord, doing well with the tax actually. And you can see here guys, I have loads of change in here. So It's not too bad. I know I need to put 5 in there. So what do I have in here so far? So that's 50, 70, 80, 90, 105. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 5 in and then just take back 15. So it's 20 and take back 15. So it should be 20, 40, 60. No. 50, 70, 90, 110. So now there's 110 in there. Sorry guys, not full concentration here. God, this is my moment here. Come on. So what I'm going to mark off is I have all of the wall family done. Now I'm going to go into kids clothes. And I'm going to put a tenner in here. Louis needs some new tracksuit bottoms and stuff. So this month he'll probably be getting that. So what I'm going to put in is a tenner. So he has 15 in there. I'll put that there and I'll put 20 in. So we have 25 in there now. It's just playing around with your money as you're stuffing them. Okay, so that is children's clothes. Household, €10. Yeah, I kind of went through the household a lot last month. Oh my god, it's something else. So what I'll do is it's €10, put that back, take 20. And that's how you can do it. If you don't get a chance to go to the bank and you have to just ATM it, this is the best way of doing it. And then you have birthdays, which is my gift. And what do I have? Look lads, I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Straight away I have a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that over for this, and that's going to be 50, and then at once 10 for birthdays. So that's 60 that's in there now. Look at all the change I have now, lads. It's the wrong way around. Okay, so then we have Christmas. And as you know, I do the Christmas Save and Challenge. You can get this on the budgetmindsetclub.com. And I have a tenner in there because I kind of left that over from last month. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put €10 in there. Simple as. And that's the Christmas. And then, so that's that done, that done, that done, that done. Back to school. So this is my back to school for September. As you know, very honest, I save a tenner a week. 50, 1, 50, 70, 80, 90, 100. What? 200. 51, 50, 70, 80, 90, 200. So straight away, guys, I know that I have money for the back to school fund. And what will happen is this year is going to be the first year that, like, obviously there's 2 kids, so I'll be able to really watch and see how the kids are doing with their back to school, how much it'll cost me, and I could gauge then every year kind of off that. But that's how much I save anyway for the back to school. So car maintenance, what do we have in the car maintenance? Car maintenance is 50, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 15. 115, and at once a tenner, so that's 125. And what will happen there as well, guys, a lot of people go, oh my god, Sandis, what do you do when you feel like you have too much money? Number one, I don't keep my cash envelopes in the house. There's ones that, especially the big ones that are building up, that's not kept with me. I only take them for doing the cash envelope videos, and then I'm like, okay, I don't need that until I do. The next one is, so that's one thing I do. And then there's some of them that, you know, when they get to a certain point, that I will just literally leave them in. I could just put them in the bank, and I don't have to worry about it, because I could see like my spending patterns around that. If it's building a lot, then you know you don't really use it quite as much. So that's the long family done. Let's go and have a bit of fun. So the children's fun envelope, they have 20 left, and now that's 30. And my whole thing is try and find as much things that you can do for free with them. And then when they do get to do the fun stuff, like we still have like Smith's vouchers and stuff like that, then it doesn't feel like, I really do not want to spoil kids more than even spending money. I just don't want them to feel entitled. So this is one way that I combat that. But I'm really serious about after school activities as well. So swimming, I'm going to put 20 in there. So far I have 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, and I'm going to put 120. So for a term for the kids, it's 180. So I just want to get it to that. So when the time comes, I'm going to just end up handing over this money to them. And when I get to the 180, ideally I'd like to get like a month ahead. So like swimming is another one that would never be, like I'd never keep that. I keep that in a safe place, you know, where I can't really access it if I'm in an emergency. But I know when the time comes and it's time for me to spend that, it'll only be ever spent on swimming. And what I'm hoping is to build it to a certain point that I can get, like, you know, swimsuits, etc. in this envelope. But we're still working on it. Swimming is just a fairly new thing for us anyway. So self-care, which is mine. I don't know why I haven't. Oh, I did have an extra $5 because I didn't have change. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 I have in my self-care, and I'm gonna put this much in there. Now this is gonna start for next month because I had money already out and I end up withdrawing too much from my account. So for next week, I already have 15 ahead, and that's all it is. It's not like totally gone, and I'm not going to be tempted to fill anything up. Just keep it moving like that. So yeah, that's all that done. I hope you get inspired to do your own cash envelopes. You're looking at mine here now.